So this man said this in his book because I have not taken my time to read this book. According to him, that Nigerians have never truly been citizens in the true sense of the word. Anyway, watch the video.
Look at what you said here in your book. You said Nigeria was founded on indigenship and Nigerians have never been citizens.
Yeah.
In the true sense of the word.
It's just the truth.
You also said that the dream of the Fulani people is to find a homeland in Nigeria. Is that why there is banditry?
What you call banditry is terrorism. And we should just stop using these words that minimize the crime. Who's a bandit? Because I think the only synonym you have for banditry will be armed robbery. Abi? But these ones, they are kidnapping men and women and children, enslaving them. They are taking ransom. They are appearing on TikTok. They are actually, I think it was, there was one ACP, Usman Daji or something like that in Katsina. Keremi killed Usman Daji, took his uniform, and then when they called a peace rally, the bandits, terrorists, told the Katsina state government, don't bring any policeman to this meeting. And then Keremi wore Daji's uniform. The Nigerian state is so useless that an assistant commissioner of police was murdered by terrorists, Fulani terrorists. And then the same uniform adorned the back of the terrorists who sat down in what they called a peace negotiation with the same government. It is the impunity that has been extended to the Fulani that has made it impossible to deal decisively with the madness that has overtaken us.
You want the Fulani to be dealt with?
Any criminal should be dealt with. His tribe, his ethnicity, his religion should not matter. When we say Fulani, we must always be careful that it's not about the ethnic nationality of the criminal. It is the criminal that we need to be dealing with. That the person happens to be Fulani should not prevent his prosecution. It should not mean that because this person is from one particular ethnicity, you close your eyes to his criminality.
You have accused Buhari of enabling them.
Of course he did. And I'm not the first to say so. Usman Bugaje, or what was his name? Was it Baraje or Bugaje? The one that was the national secretary when they started their APC. He came into the public space. He volunteered the information. He said very clearly on the record that they imported Fulani.
Wow, he really spoke about the reality of Nigeria in his book. I think I'll go and pick this book and read it. So if Nigerians have never been citizens, then what are we?
Terrorists from different Sahelian countries. He named them. Commodore Laumi went into Channel's TV station, the morning show. He equally said very clearly that as far back as 2016, they had given the list of terrorist sponsors in Nigeria to Buhari, and he did nothing about it. Malami had names running into over 100 given to him by the Emirates, the UAE, of sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. He did nothing about it. It was only last year, late last year, that some militia men were seized in Kwara State who said that they got their arms from the National Security Advisor. They were carrying automatic weapons. They were Fulanis.
Not to be terrorists. The arms were to be used for vigilante purposes.
By who? How can Fulani come into Kwara State as vigilantes? What about the people there?
But Kwara State is also the home of Fulani.
What about the others who are living there? How come the law enforcement agents were not even aware of them? The first they became aware of them was when they were apprehended. How? The Fulanis are the recurrent decimal in the insecurity that has overtaken our country. And then somebody who is a member of the same Fulani nation sits as the National Security Advisor of Nigeria and is harming a Fulani militia.
Or should we say that that Tinubu armed Fulani militia?
The only name that was mentioned, at least in the public space, was the NSA.
To the president.
To the president.
Perhaps acting on behalf of the president.
You have to presume that the president is aware.
Is the NSA to the president?
Yeah, so you have to presume that,
Yes.
but it doesn't make it right. How do you go about the business of handing automatic weapons to an ethnic militia that is already publicly complicit to the knowledge of all and sundry in the insecurity?
A lot of people have spoken about these things going on in Nigeria. Everybody is feeling the heat. But don't be surprised, some people will still be defending what is going on. It's becoming very audible to the deaf and very visible to the blind. Everybody is seeing it. But unfortunately, people talked about it long ago and they were overlooked. Now the whole things are happening everywhere. I just pray there will be a solution to this. We'll keep talking on social media and nothing will happen until we rise